Alright, back with some more how many dudes. Um Still gonna be doing some tier 3 runs. Not really sure if I'm gonna end this 50 game sample, but I'll try to before the 1.1 patch. Someone on YouTube, can't remember their username, but they suggested I do some ensemble runs. Might do that later in the stream. Right? I was thinking I could do some like ensemble family specific runs on tier 3, and that could be fun. Basically go for the achievements but on tier 3, making it like decently challenging. Because I have all the achievements right now, so like going over some of them on tier 3 could be an extra layer challenge. Alright, let's walk in on the game. Samurai Agent Manager. Samurai is solid, in my opinion. Agent is also, he's like okay. I think Samurai is probably the best of the 3 in a vacuum. I don't know if I love any of these 3 though. Especially as the first dude. First dude, I tend to prioritize tanks or healers because they can actually stay alive a little bit. Dentist is kinda a healer. I mean, he gets healing rocks. He's not a healer like right off the bat though. Assassin Zombie. Could definitely take a zombie. Opens up like finance dude. We would definitely want a healer as our second dude if we take the zombie, but then we go with him. Zombie's like fine here. Also, there was a suggestion by someone in the stream last time, username 1000, not to play with Cave Dude. I might just do that. Like at least not play with like Cave Dude with medical license, I think. Because like 80% of my runs so far have been Cave Dude with medical license. Just kind of boring. Anyway, didn't really comment on it, but Shrunken Head's pretty good rogue. Especially without a healer right now. Yeah, zombies can actually stay alive a little bit. Construction Dude, Night Dude, 2 more tanks. Hacker Dude's like, he's okay. We take him, he's got good crit chance. Kind of go crazy with some relics and some crit chance later. I think this is going to be more of an experimental run than a try-hard run, so let's go with him. Also, I need to fix the black bar on the side and top and bottom of the screen. I like fixed it as best I could, right? Just did like the fit the screen option on OBS. But didn't fix it completely, and I'm not sure why. I'm not like tech savvy enough to know why. Probably something to do with the quality I'm streaming in. Right, I think it might be too high quality for my computer or something. But like shrinks the screen a little bit. I don't really know how to fix it, is the problem. Also, I've been told, which is weird, the stream only shows up in like 720p and like 1440. There's no like 1080. Kind of weird. I also don't know why that's the case either. Psionic Cowboy Electrician. I think Cowboys are cool, right? Electrician, we kind of got like a damage dealer and a hacker. Go with like Cowboy, he's like kind of like damage / utility. Sure. Probably could afford to reroll a little more there, because we'd really like to get a healer on this team, but... regular dude? Yeah, he barely loaded the second one. Fine. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes if you don't get a healer in the first 2 or 3 dudes. Just start like randomly losing dudes. Makes sense. But DDoS is like a good relic. Not as good as Captain's Hat for the short term though, I think. I think we'll go with Captain's Hat. Do we want hackers or cowboys getting the attack power? Probably the hackers. Also, we have 3 dude-specific relics and they're all zombies right now. Just kind of noticed that. So, I prioritize zombies a little bit for now. Hacker barely stayed alive. That's nice. Pirate, time dude, farmer. We like have to pick up a healer here, pretty much. When do we need 2 healers? The next 2 dudes, right? Because we got like 2 DPS and a tank that really needs heals. So no heals there. No heals there. Not really using any dice, which is some good luck. Lich is like a healer if you squint really hard because he heals the person up to half, but I think we'll take a dentist, but we need to get like an actual healer in the next dude. Motivational poster sensitivity training. Sensitivity training's pretty good here, 15%. Attack power. And it could go up to 20 depending on who we get for our 5th. I think we just move on. Zombie barrel out there, that's great. That should make us lose nobody here. The lightning. Yeah, we're good. Don't know if we would have lost nobody if we didn't use consumable there. Old jacket, pumpkin latte, DDoS. Old jacket's cool. He's receiving no healing right now outside of regen, but the 20% max HP is also not bad, so I think we go with that. We really badly need like a full-time healer in our next dude. Looking for Chef, Mutant, Chef, Mutant, who else? Chef, Mutant, Ghost, probably be my top 3. I would accept like Quantum or maybe Franken dude. $160 toddlers. We have people dying to toddlers, dang. Franken dude to me is like the most average healer. Or like support class. Like right in the middle of like B tier for me. Alright. This makes Dentist actually heal a little bit, so that's great. We lost the regular dude again. Kind of just like ping-ponging back and forth between losing dudes and getting dudes back. Spurs, laughing gas. We'll pick both of those up really. Might revive here if we lose a dude or 2. Yeah, losing 1 dude I think we'll be okay. Kind of lacking hacker dude relics right now, so I don't know how much I want to pick him. You just kind of need some more damage though. 33 gooses. Should be no problem, I think. Maybe it is a problem. A little bit. Lost a regular dude. Not too bad a loss. Still lost a regular dude after reviving. Kinda lame, but... Okay, we need like... There we go. Chef. Perfect. I said this would be an experimental run and we got a chef, but... A chef and a dentist. But... Everyone else is like dudes I don't pick up too often, so... Zombies I've picked like once or twice in all the runs so far. I think I've picked cowboys like once or something, and then hacker dudes I've picked in like any runs on stream so far, I think. Rush Order's pretty great. False Fang's kind of lame without like a vampire team. Let's go with Rush Order. Fairy Ring is pretty cool. I like to pick it up early, but Rush Order will make our chefs actually prepare a good amount of burgers in the future. Right now we only have 1 chef, but that should change pretty quickly. Yeah, like we'll prioritize him a decent bit. Being our only like pure healer on the team. Retainer, more healing for a dentist. Yeah. Dentist will do a lot of healing, considering he doesn't have healing baseline with mouthwash and retainer, so not bad. Okay, should soften this enemy up a bit. There we go. One Raver dude, one chef down, that's fine. Living Hand is okay. Firewall is a pretty great relic to me. Can't be cleaved and 30% max HP equals his survivability skyrockets pretty much. And the crit damage is not negligible, just not that important right now with 10% crit chance, but Scrubs is kind of whatever. Airhorn, could put like Airhorn on the chef, could put like Airhorn on the cowboy. Shiv, we'd also put that in the chef or dentist. Shiv, I think we might be putting Shiv on the chef actually. He repairs a decent bit more burgers that way because he when he deals direct damage, he repairs the burger, and a decent portion of your attacks are gonna get second hit in, direct damage hit in with the Shiv, so. It's kind of a weird combo, a chef with a Shiv, but I feel like it's a pretty good combo I do very often, so. Let's see how much damage it accomplished. Oh, the shift never went off the whole fight? That's kind of crazy. I know it wasn't a very long fight, but we only had like one chef, but still. Yeah, I think we got this fight. Let's see. Championship belt is always solid. Mouthguard I think is like my least favorite of the promoter dude relics. Golden glove. We don't have evasion people, just go with the championship belt like usual. Regular dude getting it is kind of funny, but that won't be the case for long because you keep training your regular dudes and the other dudes keep going up in number, so. More chefs, he's got our item, our trinket. And he's just good in general. Got like one relic for him, but pretty good one at that. Definitely get the dentist there. He's like our main support at this point. Gotta get some pretty important relics, and they're healing relics with that, so. I haven't really been checking, but I imagine he's probably out healing the chef per dude. Bite stick is cool, but I don't really expect too many people to die for now. Head helmet, same situation where it's just not that great right this second. We'll restock. White hat, bloody talisman. Same situation with white hat. Let's do dice. Expired skin cream is pretty great. Spend some money here. Get a little bit more dude juice because I like to stick right around 5. Captain's hat's not the best thing to lose, but expired skin cream is also something I'd really like not to lose, but free relics is free relics. We'll let them borrow them for a bit. Zombie or hacker. Got 4 zombie relics, 1 hacker relic, 1 more coming in, but yeah. I don't like entirely base my like my dude picks based upon how many relics they have, but 4 versus 1 is kind of steep difference. More chefs for sure. There we go. Now, Zombie has the attack power actually from the championship belt. That's the weird thing about like prioritizing zombies is you don't really need the championship belt, but it's like okay for now. Move on, I think. Yeah. Cowboys, sure. We don't really have like any rugs for them, but French coat's great, but red team is pretty amazing. We start getting some crit on this guy. Get 10% baseline, gets 5% here. I think I'll go with this. Is as exploits start getting like spammed late game with this, you get like a pretzel on him or something. Crit chance. Here's a pretzel. Don't need evasion, don't really need deflection, so. 23% crit chance is not bad this early. Should see this bard like just jump up very often. Maybe not too often because we only have 5 hacker dudes, but it'll add up over time. Get more hacker dudes. Special sauce, tiny mirror. Chef has 5% crit chance right now, so this is like okay. I'm giving crit chance to the hacker dude could be pretty cool. I think this is good enough. Like the extra stack and the proccing more stacks, both are pretty good. So take a bottle lighting, move on, save a few hundred. Yeah, getting this rugs back is great. These 2 rugs we picked up, kind of meh. This is probably better than 2 rugs. Get some random temp health on our hacker dudes is nice, but I think that meteor was necessary, otherwise we were probably losing some dudes there. These are strangely scary in this game. I mean, when there's several hundred of them, but we have 5 zombie rugs, 2 cowboy rugs, but just not that important ones, I think. I'm trying to think of what cowboy rugs are the most important. I think moonshine is probably up there. This one, no, cowboy's pretty important and moonshine is pretty important. These 2 are also kind of solid as well. But some actually turns like a bit of a damage dealer. Stepping turtles and crabs should be no problem. We'll throw a lightning in here. I don't hit a few of them, but at least like deleted them. Yeah, we're fine now. A pretty mediocre lightning, but it's still got the stairs, so. Milkshake is great. The other two are kinda okay. Don't love smelling salts into the late game usually, because you really shouldn't be losing dudes too often in the early game, I think. Add credit receipts taser. We just reroll. We'll have to get like ghillie suit on our hacker. 10% crit chance. We could give the inhaler to the dentist. I think his dentists are our squishiest dude, I think by a solid margin, so I'd like to put like friendship bracelet on him. Folding chair is okay on the zombie. Good think about this. Zombie is like tanky enough with his relics. We could just put this on him for some extra damage. We'll do that. Sure. Zombies have some pretty high health with other relics. I think we're missing like a max HP relic or two. We actually aren't. We are missing like a lot of general max HP relics, right? We still could get like 400 health potentially, I think. In which case the folding chair will be like a decent portion of his damage. Right now it's 20%. It's not bad. Crash King Cream is kind of obnoxiously strong though. Doing like most of his damage by itself. King Cobra Mantis Shrimp should be no problem. We don't have any like throne relic things, but 37 is a pretty small number of them, so. Hacker Zombie. Go with Hacker. I do love getting a bunch of hackers with the red team. This team is staying fairly well balanced. Not really doing it on purpose too much. I mean, I'm doing it on purpose to some degree, but I do want to prioritize chefs and hackers a little more probably. Bandelier's great. Loina and Wolves. So Firewall is doable for now. Using Retainer. A little less happy about that maybe, but so I kind of forgot. I was thinking about going for the ghillie suit on Hacker, but he does have the Firewall, so he already can't be cleaved, so that part's always redundant. That really is the best part of ghillie suit to me. It can't be cleaved. We could think about putting like ghillie suit on the dentist if we see it. It'll stop him from getting randomly cleaved down. It's an idea. I have put ghillie suit on the dentist before, and it's worth alright. Bounce that a little more. Could have probably grabbed the chef there, just want like one of each, but instant calendar, like fine if your team's tanky, but Bloody Talisman's pretty good, right? We're healing a decent bit with the dentist and chef. Bottle Lightning? I think Bottle Lightning is just like okay. I would probably buy it if it was 50 with the Ion Storm or so it's called. You know, the relic that makes it cheaper. Trenchcoat's back. I think we gotta go with that. I don't know, like Script Kitty combos pretty well with the red team though. I think. I forget exactly how the Hacker Dude's ability works. Yeah, each hacker dude gets an exploit, so this will rock red team more. Let's go with it. We'll hopefully see the charge code again. Liquid Courage is so good, but Lieutenant Sigil lets us get some crit chance on our hacker dude. We're probably not gonna see these rocks again because they're part of the warrior family. Gotta go with Liquid Courage, so it's just such a generally good relic, right? So just having a flat 10% damage reduction makes your team like a solid bit more tanky. I think it's one of my favorite like family specific relics to get. Hacker, chef, go chef, sure. Pork bomb, rotting steak. Oh, takeable. I think we go with this. This right here. It's like a decent amount of damage on our hacker dude. What is our dentist crit chance? 10%. This is like okay. This is also just like okay. 10% attack speed is pretty good. 10% deflection is kind of like whatever. I mean, 10% deflection works on some teams pretty well, but not on this team. Usually like sci-fi dudes really like deflection. And we have no sci-fi dudes, right? Is this hacker dude sci-fi? I've memorized like all the families that every dude is in. Nice action, that makes sense. Right? I think that's action symbol. Okay, getting our relics back is a good boon. Yeah, we definitely need more zombies, I think. We were going like overkilling zombies early, but didn't pick them up for a fair bit of rounds there. Hacker or dentist? You go hacker. He's got the food, and our damage isn't like amazing or anything, so don't really need any of this. We can't afford the relics, but don't need Juice or Burger Phone, so let's move on. Been on 1x. There's a strange force here. The burger meter goes well. I'll use a health push, but I think we're in the clear. Yeah. Six shooter. Knuckle Bones I do think is underrated by people. I don't think it's like amazing though, is the thing. I just think people tend to hate and like never pick it up pretty much, so go with 6 shooter though. Looking like our Cowboy's doing decent damage. Could even think about putting a medical license on him. I'm kind of disappointed by medical license on Cowboy like every time I do it, but do we need any of these? Laser pointer on our dentist to make our like laser pointer around our hacker dude maybe? Sorry, had to yawn a little bit. Baseball bat. Like okay on dentist. He's got the thing with when he crits, he does a stack. This would like every few seconds you get a bunch of Novocaine stacks out. This track is like fine on Hacker, I think, but reroll. Team jersey, neck brace. Neck brace probably not as good at friendship bracelet in keeping the dentist alive, but it's not bad either. I think we go with this on dentist. Then dentist should be like somewhat sturdy, right? So no cave dude this run, and so far, at least, no medical license. So it's looking different than most runs in that regard. I was kind of expecting this to be a problem in the fight, but yeah, I don't think we use any more consumables, we're just dead, huh? Makes sense, we don't have any throne relic stuff. We don't have like explosive inners to like leave these guys down. Probably should just skip that fight. I mean, obviously should skip it in retrospect, but probably could have paused for a second and realized probably dying there. It's a promoter fight, so it doesn't end the run, but it just kind of waste some money there. The promoter dude fights are very hit or miss to me, and I should probably pause and think about them longer because of that. Some of them are just like pushovers, and some of them are like that last one where we took out like 1% of the enemies and lost. Even if we just had like a bottle of lightning or something, we'd have a chance there, I think. Health potion isn't keeping you alive in that fight, and Dew Juice is too little too late. Alright, so. With the padded helmet, the very reason we just saw, so when we get knocked back, we don't just get owned, I guess. This, every time someone's thrown, gain run speed, attack speed, and 10 health. With helmets like Manta Shrimps are throwing, something like that would be very helpful. Painter, script kitty, sure. Feeling like relatively confident we can win this run, but I think there's like zero shot we beat our endless PB in this run. Also, these ducks are kind of going crazy. Having to use a health potion and a Dew Juice in that fight is pretty nutty. There was like a very high amount of them, but still. What relics are we missing that are very important right now? Like, we have barely any chef relics, not great. We're a main healer, that could be part of the reason we're falling over. Really need this Mise. Really love catering truck. Catering truck makes your chef moderately tanky, especially for a healer, so. Bolt lightning, sure. We use it here? Yeah. Super okay? No. We'd love to pick up some health potions for situations like that where everyone's pretty low. Moonshine's pretty good, right? Mentioned as being one of the most important cowboy rugs, and we also have the cowbell coming in, so he's gonna lasso a bunch. Everybody's gonna get, not everybody, but a lot of people are gonna get some toughness out of it. I feel like Moonshine is gotta be like easily the best relic on cowboy. Like the bandolier and 6-shooter do some good damage. But this, like, it's hard to forgot exactly how much it's doing, but 30% just seems like a big number to me. Taco, chili dog, non. Not a big fan of non. Chili dog could go in the zombie for sure. Toughness attack power could definitely go in the, like, chef. We're going toughness attack power on the chef. Or healing, or damage reduction for our main healer. Hacker's doing the second most after zombie. Makes sense. Zombie does surprisingly high damage. For like a tank roll. Cowboy's actually beating out Hacker a little bit. Yeah, he's got bandolier and 6 shooter, so it makes sense. Oh nice, he's got like 4 out of 5 jobs ad rolls. Collision repair, motivational poster. Yeah. Brass knuckles pretty good though.
Cha-ching.
497 mantis shrimp. We have the padded helmet now. No like lightning, not even a meteor, so I think we're opting out of this fight. This fight might actually lose us the run if we take it. Let's go with the Mallard Ducks. And this fight isn't even a push over either. For like an easy fight at least. Like almost 1,000 of them, it's kind of crazy. Okay, got the 4 relics. Oh, we also dude wasn't really looking at the screen. Yeah, it was a hacker. Dang.
Yeah.
Just go baller like every time pretty much. Look, by the time you need money in this game, is in the late game. And he doesn't really show up at the very end, so go baller every time, get a bunch of money stacked up. Kind of bad sign like how much health we're losing in these fights though. Make sure people aren't dying that often, but if you're dipping that low in like regular fights, the boss are gonna be a problem if we don't get stronger shortly. Okay, health potion, great. Range 4 is good. We have a bunch of dice. I'd use the dice there to just like, yeah, just to get some better consumables. Don't want to completely underestimate this boss. Okay, we're fine now. Once the 500 bees are gone, 21 big bees aren't too much of a problem. Vault? It's a little late for Vault. What is there, 35 rounds left, so you can expect like 5 or 6 activations of this, maybe? Black Sheep is not bad though for like a general relic, right? And DDoS is not bad either at this point. Right, there's a lot of exploits being used. This is like a good amount of stacking attack power for our hacker dude. I think Black Sheep is the one I'm definitely not taking. I think Vol is it's just too late for it. Like think if it wasn't up against something maybe, but cowboy and hacker. So baseball bat is like not great on either of them. Just reroll. Taser, therapy, laser pointer. I feel like a laser pointer on our cowboy. A little weird. Did like laser pointer around the dentist maybe? Laser pointer around our chef. I think we reroll. We reroll on like medical license. And I think I put the medical license on the hacker. Ghillie suit. Ghillie suit could go on the cowboy. He just doesn't have a reason for crit is the thing. Air horn is maybe okay on cowboy. Right, he has reasons for attack power. And the run speed's just like whatever, but it's fine. Do we reroll though? Fedora. Fedora on the cowboy. So he'd have 11 stacks right now. I think we do that. It's a good amount of attack power on him, and we just get like 1 or 2 more cowboys at most, and then he'll have a lot of Fedora stacks. Alright, 11 stacks, yeah. Which is 33% attack power and 11% HP. It was like moderately tanky. It does a good amount of damage per dude. Yeah, like he's the top DPS per dude. Sure, Warrior Rock. Get the Lieutenant Sigil again. Or offered again. Cage Tiger would be like okay. Especially since we have an undead dude, we can get some scale dudes right with this. And then Bow Center is just like fine. So there's 3 or 4 in there that I'd like to see. Cowboy's the least important because of this Fedora. Zombies we probably need to start prioritizing a little more. Also just haven't been seeing them offered too much, I think, so. Yeah. Hopefully we get like our last zombie rock. He's supposed to enter soon. And hopefully get some like these Mise and Catering Truck are just eluding us. We need to get those. Like Chef is carrying the healing, so like getting to have 50% more healing and start with max burgers is amazing. Catering Truck makes them there we go. I was gonna say Catering Truck makes them decently tanky. This is an amazing relic. They could split this into 2 relics and there would still be 2 decent relics. But doing both these together is awesome. Okay. Yeah, burgers are staining now. Nerfed our cowboy a good bit there, but fine. Rhino and King Cobras. Rhino's a little scary. King Cobras aren't too scary, but there was like a dozen of them there or so. Crocodiles, fine, I think. Yeah, crocodiles do some scary damage, but kind of die easy, so. Okay, good opportunity to get a bunch of zombies there. Chef or dentist? Did we just kind of stack up chefs? Should be fine. Bonfire, it's a pretty good rug. Didn't mention it, but one we're looking for, right? Everybody but the zombie gets 20% HP. I actually like to check on some of these harder rounds to see if the neck brace is going off at all on the dentist. Like, and this round didn't go off. Or at least they were never hit after it went off, at the very least. Universal Healthcare, Smite Cells, Ancients. What relic do we have that was talking about the Ancient Sword, like, Skeletons being good for? I don't think we picked it up right. Yeah, like stuff like this. Death Rattle. I think this still might be the best relic here. Like, it just opens up like some random, like, benefits from dying relics. So, sure. And Skeledudes do like a tiny bit of damage and a tiny bit of distraction by randomly taking hits. It's like fine. Two of these relics I mentioned that we want from this scavenger dude, or is it a scavenger dude? I forget. Probably go with the Cage Tiger. With Skeledudes being summoned randomly, this is, even if this is up like a quarter of the time, it would still be as powerful as this. It should be more than a quarter of the time that's up. Right, yes. Thing activated pretty consistently. See, hacker dudes are out damaging zombies and cowboys now, because probably because of this rogue. Seriously, it's like a lone. Bunch of falcons. Fine. Got 2 out of 4 there. It's kind of what you expect. Surprisingly lacking like survivability considering with dentist and chef, but this helps a little bit. In that department, right? 20% max HP is pretty good. How much health do our zombies have now? 450. They got the folding chair here, and if we get explosive innards, yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. Zombies are gonna do a lot of damage by blowing up. See how much the folding chair is doing. Yeah, doing like 9,000 damage in the fight. Stain Cream is crazy at 34,000, but I think that's like the final cowboy we want pretty much. Do we want the attack power on the chef or the hacker? We want to pounce it out 30% on both of them instead of like 60% on the chef. Alright, we do need to kill the enemy in order to not die, so I think all the chef is an idea, but because we're lacking healing, but still I think all these hacker dudes to kill things quickly. Like 400 DPS is kind of solid. Zombies, sure. Special Sauce and Saddle Horn. I think we'll pick these both up. Chef has got 5% crit chance, which is kind of lame, but he also gets crit chance with his heals. Great for our hacker dude. Pretty good for the dentist. So, Death Rattles. This is pretty good. This is a solid amount of attack power considering we have Skeledudes dying left and right. Vault. It's like maybe pay for itself. Right, 1100. It'll have to activate like 2 or 3 times from here. expect it to activate like twice usually. Probably the most common amount it activates. I think we'll take it. Arsenal, sure. Most of Inners is pretty good. White Hat, I think we should be dying enough at this point that this is probably worth it, right? Father Armor, it's just some good damage and survivability, randomly proc, but Beam Burrito with our Skell Dudes, Instant Calendar. This says roster dudes, right? So Skell Dudes dying doesn't count. Trench Coat, it's back for like the third time. Definitely pick it up this time. Toddler and Grillis. No problem. Yeah, like the instant counter goes up even though Skell Dudes are dying, which is great. Skell Dudes count as a roster dude. I think I'd avoid like all Skell Dude rugs. See, they did. Like their damage goes up a lot once you get the Beam Burrito right, because they're dying most commonly of everyone. Rage Bait or Smelling Salts or reroll, I think. Here we go with the Rage Bait. Cleave's pretty cool. Having to go with 30%. We might have to change this to like 40 or 50% for his threshold. I think if you're going to 30%, probably have some survivability issues, but a medical license on our hacker. Doing enough damage, I think it's pretty helpful. What's his crit chance up to? 53, like upper 40s to mid 50s. Like you can tell this bar is just flying up because of red team. Didn't even think about it, but I think there's definitely sci-fi rocks we want. Force Field, Shield Belt, Medical Nanites. The rest are kind of whatever, but this Death Rattle's definitely putting in some work for us, right? We got dead zombies, dead skeletons. Get the 15 stacks and like most long fights, so. Also worth noting is I don't think Willing Flesh has went off like once this entire run. Granted, we just got the explosive innards pretty recently, but I'd like to see some zombies revive. See if the, just out of curiosity, if the hacker dudes out-heal the chefs in this fight. I think they will, right? Yeah, they like triple them. And this are actually getting more chefs as well. It's crazy. Chefs are just slacking, I guess. This is probably the chef's most broken relic too, and it's the only one we're missing, so. Also, it's kind of lame that we have an employed dude in the chef. We haven't seen Coupon once. Like around 104 is kind of weird. Like by this point, you tend to have seen most rocks. Coupon would have really helped out. Get earlier. I don't even know if we'd take it if we saw it right now. Probably not. Caboose. Caboose is fine. Living Hand. Ritual Dagger. Ritual Dagger alleviates some pressure. Just random regen. Sure. Let's get out of here. The goat. Little one-time speed. See if Willing Flesh goes off this fight. Just watching that burger meter. Looks like we're fine. Burger meter dipped a bit, but dipped a little more than I'd like for the goat. The goat's a bit of a pushover, but okay, the vault went off, great. Chili Dog. Ooh, Chili Dog, like a pure max HP one on their zombie. Attack speed, max HP. This could be pretty good in Dentist. Snap hit this on the dentist if we didn't have like a 30% max HP for a zombie, so 770 health with the folding chair and the explosive innards. Zombie's gonna suddenly do a lot of damage. At least for a tank, his damage should be through the roof. This is why I think Zombie is one of the better tanks. Just does a lot of damage on top of his tank roll. Yeah, he quadrupled the hacker dude, which is crazy. 60% explosive innards, 27% fire skin cream. It's like 90% those two relics. Two relics are broken. Okay, blood flesh went off, which is great, but didn't really get that many zombies back, I think. We flesh shoulder at 3, yeah. Oh, vault went off again, that's kind of crazy. So like 3 times in like 10 rounds. Mental Mori. The Mori's great. Whipping hand, we'll take this with like our benefit from deaths stuff going on. We'll revive our zombies, sure. Don't want to underestimate the Killipede. This is since we don't have like the Strange Spore, the Health Potion Rod, Pumpkin Latte, or Fairy Ring. We're a little worried about this fight. Alright, the first spin around by him is actually pretty solid. It's looking like the second or third one's not going to be much of a problem, I hope. Yeah, he's dead, huh? Is that like a glitch? Well, the segments were dead, but they're still following him. Another vault activation, pretty cool. Dark Turtles and Snapping Turtles. Zombies are gonna go nuts in this fight with 700 Snapping Turtles. Their explosives are gonna do so much damage. Yeah, 1.5 thousand damage per second by the zombies. Okay, I think this is pretty easily just a force field. Should activate pretty often in these fights, and add like a good layer of defense. Watch this. I think it's somewhat often. Missing one dentist, and what else? One zombie. Fine. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the Godlord fight. We have pretty low Mac consumables, and we also don't have the stuff that buffs them. This is probably one of the worst ones of what I just mentioned. Like, Performance aren't that great, so. Gravestone. Gravestone could be pretty good with how many zombies we're losing, I think. Sure. This is like meh. coupon shows up in the last shop. Dang. Bones now. Have full glass. This is pretty amazing rogue. Of course, not to have it by now, so. Okay, we're going into the Godlord fight, the final boss, with like some pretty mediocre amount of consumables, but team is looking alright, I guess. This is more of an experimental run than normal. Okay. Haven't been Hacker pretty much since I go stardom. I don't think he's like the worst of the damage dealers, but he's kind of like average. Okay, so I'm a good amount of grills there. We're at max stacks on the Death Rattle, which is great. A lot of plot armors have went off so far. Rhinos are falling pretty easy, that's a good sign. Reaching the locker consumables in the first phase here. Yeah, what was using the first phase is not a great sign. Second phase coming in. Revive everyone. 6 dude juice, 3 strange spores. Not loving our odds, but maybe. Yeah, probably not, huh? Zombie surviving is great. It's gonna be really close. So when I consumables. Free dude juice, is that enough? Down to the mammoths. I think there's like one more wave after this. Right? This is the last wave or the second last wave? I can't remember. Now we're starting to fall. Speed up. Meteor's not going to accomplish anything. Oh, no, I think we're going to die with him being low HP. Yeah. But Skeleton's left at the end there. That Godlord. The end boss was in the second phase, like 10-20% HP left and we lost. It's crazy. 229 Skeletons that fight. Kinda nutty. The Gravestone was going crazy. Instant Encounter was doing next to nothing in that fight. I feel like part of the reason I don't rank zombies is like the best tank though. Because Instant Encounter is a pretty good rogue. Stuff like that. Like him repeatedly dying just messes this kind of stuff up. Contemplating what I'm gonna do now. We're 9-5 so far. What? I guess 60-some% win rate. Like 64, 65, something like that. Do another run. hopefully this run's a win, and then like maybe we'll do an ensemble run at the end of the stream. Cave Dude. Cave Dude's OP. Part of the reason I don't want to pick him, it's just boring. Bard Dude, Time Dude. A Bard Dude? I've heard people say Frankendude's broken. Didn't disagree, but I think he's okay. We'll give him a shot. Sewing Kit, Bonfire, Black Sheep. Go to Sewing Kit, sure. Good General Relic. We don't have a tank for the Black Sheep yet, so. Paladin, Mummy, Finance Dude. Pick up a Finance Dude this early could be pretty good. Paladin's just so good overall, in my opinion. Let me go with him.
Oh yeah.
Sure, more Paladins. Bean Burrito, Death Rattle. Not great relics early. Bone Broth, not bad. With that in the Brass Knuckles. Farmer, Zombie, Trooper. Farmer's one of the top, if not the top, tank. I think I'm going with him. I don't pick him too often considering how good I think he is, but... Salt Lick is interesting. Nine Vengeance. It's another one that it's like good, but relying on people dying is weird. So I think we'll just go to Mana Collector. Salt Lick I think is one of Farmer's more like average relics. He has some pretty good ones, pretty bad ones as well. That one's kind of in the middle somewhere. Time Dude, Electrician, Bard Dude. I like a support, a healer, and a tank. So I think we want like some damage. Would be nice. I mean, a couple of those guys were kind of damaged, but let's go Samurai. Not a big fan of Ranger, by the way. He was one of the last dudes I gold started on tier 3. And it was pretty rough. Yeah, let's just go with the Samurai. Death Rattle, Caboose. Brain Jar. The second part of this, the deal damage part, it's not too important, but more regen. Our Frankendude's great. I want to pick up like another like support kind of character.
Oh yeah.
Maybe like a vampire or something. Someone who like provides a bit of healing. I don't think Frankendude can keep the whole team alive by himself too well. Okay, Naginata isn't gonna do much now, but it's amazing later on, so. If I summarize it, 10% crit chance, doesn't activate too often. samurais, nice. Battle standard, great for our samurai. It's like okay for everyone else. Drawing plant. Cool if we get skill dudes. Other than that, it's like okay. Black sheep hammer smiting. With the hammer smiting, I think. Like reroll again. Living hand is like fine, sure. Living hand is like a little bit of utility. Random damage and aggro. And it opens up like on death rocks. Like the dog tags and such.
Oh yeah.
Assassin, medic, pirate. Medic is the worst hero in the game in my opinion. So like if I'm even trying harding a little bit, I'm just like never gonna pick this guy. Assassin, I pick him very often. His ability is just pretty good on its own. I think we want someone a little more healing focused than him though. Agent dude, I don't pick him too often. It's like support kinda. Get some temp health on people. Doesn't remind myself of his relics because I don't really use them that much. I just like the problem with this guy is he's a little squishy for support. Right. This makes him a little tanky, but this a little bit as well. I think he tends to just die. We get to give him a shot.
Good job.
Really want those two relics, so the bulletproof suit and the other one, I think is a max HP. The disguise or something. Wiki Heart Valve's solid to me. This Frigate Dude heals based upon his HP, so 30% max HP. Then the other part's pretty as well. Secret Orders kind of goes crazy if Agent Dude dashes to the Samurai. Yeah, I think we're going with that. Both pretty desired relics here, so. Evasion, it's not very important for us. Wakizashi. Cleave on the Samurai is pretty cool. And the second part, it's gonna do much for now, but pretty good later, so. Nah, lost like one dude after the dude juice. Dog tag, we do have some skeletal dudes. Caboose is pretty cool as well. Piano wire some good damage though. I think it's better than both of these for now. Inhaler, our Franken dude. I actually don't know if his blood pump even counts as healing. I don't think it is. I don't think donation counts as a heal. Yeah, it doesn't count as damage or healing. But this inhaler's, even though Franken dude's kind of healer, it just doesn't do anything on them. At least until we have like his healing relics, right? So. Airhorn, ADHD, yeah. Shiv. Like Shiv on our agent dude. Hey Letters, thanks for the raid. What's up? How was your stream? Were you playing Magic the Gathering? I feel like that's what I see you often stream the most, right? Yeah, I think I either put like Shiv on Agent or just like reroll. I think I'm rerolling. Friendship Bracelet. Okay. Shovel. Beat the RPG in Stars and Time. That sounds familiar, but I don't really know. I don't really remember what it is offhand. Like a story game? I like Shovel on like Agent Dude maybe. Then a bunch of cleave. It'll activate his dash more often. It's like okay. Had a great story and characters. Oh, you finished it in one stream? Was it like a short game? Or did you take multiple streams? Shovel. I think we'll try Shovel on Agent Dude, sure. Oh, you missed the random secret ending. Are you gonna do that on stream? Or like that's something you're gonna do off stream? I think we'll be okay with that symbol here. Yeah, they're starting to fall. Yeah, I've tuned in and lurked in the fair bit of your streams. It's just like I don't know Magic the Gathering well enough to really know what's going on. So I didn't really chat much, and I was mostly left confused. So Focus Mitts, pretty good, I think. Hyenas and goats. Used to play Slay Spire a lot more. That might have been where you hung out on the channel first. Probably. I was definitely a big Slay Spire viewer.
Oh yeah.
I was one of like a handful of people who would just randomly join small streams of Slay Spire players and like hang out.
Good job.
I think I followed like dozens of people from Slay Spire. Yeah, that's probably where I found you. It wouldn't have been Magic the Gathering because I'd never really like I've never sought out Magic the Gathering. I don't know that much about it. Speaking of, have you played Slay Spire 2? I can't remember if you played on stream or not. I was nerding out on Slay Spire 2 for a while. I've just been like addicted to this game for the last few weeks, but oh dang, lost a couple dudes. We'll go Samurai, sure. Wait, a bit of SCS2. Oh, okay. That's probably my mainstream game, actually. This is not my mainstream game, even though if you look back at the VODs, this is like the only thing that shows up. I took like a month break from streaming before I started streaming this. Slay Spire 2 and The Bazaar, for anyone curious, are the two main games I play usually. This game's a bit of goofy fun, but it's weird how... I think I mentioned this in your stream when I rated you, but it's weird how in-depth the strategy is. Like, there's a fairly deep amount of strategy for this game. I think how, like, it was originally just like kind of like a meme game. I don't think I need any of this. Move on. I have a bunch of my older VODs on YouTube of Slay Spire 2. I think we pick up the sensitivity training. We got a bunch of different families here. Yeah, I kind of like overcommitted on Slay Spire 2. I committed to like a 250 rotating sample, 250 games, like 50 of each character, and I think I'm like about 200 games in. I kind of got burnt out of the game after playing 200 rounds. So, haven't played it for a bit. Evasion, deflection, attack speed, run speed. Get attack speed, run speed, and agent, maybe? Evasion, deflection. Don't really need evasion on anyone.
Oh, yummy!
The agent's the second most important to have attack speed on. Just Samurai really wants to save like a crit chance food for him. I think crit chance is more important than attack speed for him, so. Not overcommitting on SGS2, I think, because it can still change, but I've enjoyed what I've played so far. Yeah, that's part of the reason I've been playing a little less. I'm gonna grab a bunch. Okay. Catch you later. Thanks for the raid. And hope you have something nice to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Get some dudes there. Got honey badgers, ravens, and mantis shrimps. Should be no problem, I think. More agent dudes. I think we're kind of lacking agent dudes. We have a good amount of Franken dudes, so. Coffee time. This is a pretty good relic. It makes it so the farmer donates half the HP, half the healing he receives, and this will make him heal the target he donates to by a good bit. So, pretty happy to see that. Makes like farmer like half heal or half tank, pretty much. More farmers, sure. 850 toddlers. Agent's actually your top damage. Makes sense. We got the shovel on them, we got the red curry on them, and we've got like a good amount of relics as well. Okay, just got some relics back and some new relics. Wow. This Panther's kind of owning us, huh? More agents, sure.
Yeah.
I think as far as like the decisions in this game go, I think picking dudes is like picking between the two dudes you say is probably one of the least important decisions. I tend to just snap pick things a bit, just kind of balance out the team a little bit. That's basically all I do. Really need this stuff? I think like one dude juice is fine. Should be fine with those two consumables, right? Yeah. We'll revive the dudes, why not? Half full glass, bamboo dummies, bulletproof suit. Bulletproof suit's pretty important for our ancient. 20% toughness is just a 20% damage reduction. Half full glass is just a very good overall relic. Bamboo dummy is pretty important for our samurai though. Makes him less squishy and gets him some random red chance. I think we're going with that. That was tough because that and the bulletproof suit were both pretty good there. Door, receipts, crazy straw. Crazy straw is technically some crit chance if we put on the samurai, but don't love it. Fedora could go on like our farmer, I guess. He's a dude we have the least of. We just re-roll this though. Socialism. This could definitely go on our farmer or Franken dude. Let's get a lot of HP. Franken dude's got a little more for now. We've also got almost twice as many Franken dudes, so probably put Socialism on the Franken dude, right? Paladin Samurai. I think we want more Paladins. Paladins doing some decent damage reduction across the team. We really do need more Paladin relics though, right? How many do we have? One? It's one of the least important ones too. Yeah, Paladin's not providing much utility as he usually would by around 40 something. Poison Dart Frogs should be no problem. Well, our health will dip a little bit, but these guys are so squishy, even 200 of them is like no issue. Cage Tiger Fairy Ring. Fairy Ring's like fine. Makes our strange sports better and gets us 2 of them. Makes it cheaper as well. Can't complain about that. Quarterback Gorilla and Falcons. Quarterback Gorilla is demolishing our agents. Makes sense. We have like no agent rogues to help us throughout building, so get rid of the bamboo dummy, get our salt look in the future, sure. Get our secret orders, get sprinkler in the future. We don't get rid of, he just borrows them, but they're usable for like 10 rounds, sure. And there's like 2 decent rocks we're getting, both through farmer, so be happy with that. Agent or Franken dude. Agent's got food and an item. He's just solid, so take him. Agents just should start going pretty nutty if we get hit some more skull dudes on the team. Because this shovel gives them cleave for every dead person on the team, which includes skull dudes, even though they're summoned. Go farmers, sure. And cleave just obviously just like hits more enemies near them, so they're doing some good AoE damage that way. Farmers, sure. Farmers are main, like our only tank, not really our main tank. Bulletproof suit. This is pretty important. We saw it earlier. Pass it up for something else. We gotta take it now. Second part's not too important. First part, pretty good though. 20% toughness. The health potion there, I think you're getting a little dicey. Agent's doing our top damage. Surprisingly, Cleave's pretty low on that list. I guess like no one was really dying, so it makes sense. Plot armor, motivation poster, taking clock. Motivation poster is like meh. This is like maybe slightly better, but reroll. Liquid cards, jobs ad, captain's hat. Okay, went from like 3 meh rocks to like 3 solid rocks. We go with the jobs ad though. It's like early enough. This will get us some extra dudes. Extra dudes equals better win chance. Pretty straightforward. We're gonna build an army. Bigger equals better, I guess. Okay, this is from this dude. He brings you relics from families you don't have. From families in top right. This is from the sci-fi family. Aces Cube. Okay, shield belt. Okay, force field. Okay as well. I think we're just going with the shield belt just so like general defense is better than like defense that we rely on going low HP for, I think. So like the force field will definitely proc a couple times for battle right now. But this is just active all the time. And relying on going low HP is usually not the best bet, so. Oh. People are dying. How many saves did we get with the... Got one save with the bulletproof suit? Franken dude, sure. We didn't get lucky on the 50-50 with the jobs ad, but... Ruby Scepter, this is a solid Paladin Rock. Not like its most important one, but it's just like fine. Pick it up. Ooh, Bakken. Or Boken? Not really sure. Attack power, max HP, deflection. 3 solid amounts of stats for our samurai. Take this. Yet again, not the most important route for the samurai, but not his worst one either, so. Samurai and a regular dude died. Not really being sold on the Franken dudes so far. I feel like Franken dudes are just not healing enough. This Copper Bolts could help. Organ Donor List could definitely help. Like a few of his rugs we're missing could help a good bit. Now lost an agent. Up to 8 stacks of the Chivalry in there. You don't know why we only lost 4 dudes. Why was it 8 stacks? Oh, it's because we were already missing people at the beginning of the fight, duh. Okay. Got the Salt Lick and the Sprinkler. Sprinkler's pretty handy in this team because Frankendude like donates percentage of his HP, so giving Frankendude some more regen is great. Like 2% regen right now for the whole team. Yeah, suddenly our health is remaining a lot more stable, it looks like. That wasn't exactly the hardest fight, but still. Girls, cassowaries, and wolves. Should be no problem, I think. Yeah, if you can see these enemies just mobbing up, it's because of the Salt Lick. This makes the farmers taunt everybody. Kind of like split evenly, I think, or at least like randomly evenly. You know, just like each one randomly has a chance to go to farmer. Different farmer, and then they get toughness as well. So, like makes the farmer take all the damage at the beginning of combat and gives them like big damage reduction. Pretty solid relic. Take this, the health potion, sure. Just shed a little bit of damage, sure. Down to the last enemy, there we go. Frankendude, Paladin. Got a lot of Frankendudes. I think we need more Paladins. Let's see. Trenchcoat, Universal Healthcare, Pad, Helmet. Trenchcoat is solid. I think it's one of the better rugs. Of like general rugs. Pad Helmet. Pretty good though. Because we need some like benefit from being thrown. Because you start getting thrown a lot late game. So I think we'll go with this. Scrubs, cut off jorts, black belt. We don't really have any evasion focused dudes, so don't want black belt. Without shorts. I think it's cool on Samurai. I'd much rather get like a ghillie suit on them. Scrubs, like fine, but folding chair could definitely go on the farmer. Face tattoo also could go on the farmer. Right, we got the shield belt, so he start tanking all the deflect damage, and it gets some random toughness. I think that's like good enough. Yeah. Didn't see the ghillie suit for the samurai. Didn't see like bad credit for the paladin, but. See, more samurai, sure. 450 goats. Might be a little tough, but I think we'll be okay. Might use a consumable or two. Oh. Plus the farmer. Who cares? You get your dudes back anyway, so. Another evasion thing, don't need evasion. Butterfly stinger is it's like okay, but let's take an ice bath, it's pretty cool. Now our farmer's health like dipping dangerously low in the beginning combat because of the Salt Lick. Makes sense in some of those fights, like each farmer's probably tanking like 50 to 100 dudes pretty much, or enemies, but Franken dude, sure. He is like our main healer, I guess, so probably want a good amount of him. Dang, losing a paladin's a little unexpected. They're usually not dying unless like the whole team's dying. Grizzly bear, honey badgers, that should be no issue. Pumpkin latte, makes our health potions a lot better. Pretty happy with that, I think. So, Saint spores and dude juice, sure. So we got the we got the fairy ring. Right here, this is supposed to our strange spores, and we got this supposed to our health potions. Those are the two most important, in my opinion, as far as the relics that buff your consumables. Health potions and strange spores can go kind of nuts with those two. Okay, we're losing dudes. Not great.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Prowess, don't really care for it, but sure. Book of Life's pretty good though. So definitely click that one. What's the paladin again? Dang. Lost a couple agents. This is why I don't usually pick agents too often. I feel like they're just a tad squishy. Or like almost out of dude juice. That's not great. Not really being sold on agents or Franken dudes right now. We're losing a decent bit of people. And like bleeding out consumables. Paladins, Franken dudes, agent dudes. The last two we want. Yeah, let's go paladins and agents. We're out of dude juice, which is not great. Just straight score there. Hope we don't lose any more dudes. It was close, but we only lost one, so.
Oh yeah.
We really need the golden shield here. Makes our paladins a lot harder to kill. The max HP and the blessing additional dudes will be very key for like damage reduction on the rest of the team. What the heck? Do we just have like a terrible team comp maybe? briefcase. This is not bad. Dash was around a decent bit. Just getting like infinitely stacking attack power, run speed, recursive long fight. I like it. Should use the Dew Juice out of combat, revive more people. Kind of forgot we lost a bunch last round. Curry, pretzel, ramen. Definitely just go like pretzel on our samurai, right? The 5% block chance is close to relevant, but 10% crit chance is amazing for him. We do need like this relic soon. Our samurai could just pop off. This rock's pretty important as well. What the heck? Yeah, this team comp is terrible. I think we're just losing this run. Maybe not here, but...
Oh yeah.
Go with the easy fight for now. It's a bad sign when I start taking the easy fight to get dudes back. We're still losing people in the easy fight. I mean, it makes sense. We were like missing like a third of our dudes, but... We have 4 there, 2 out of 4 there, sure. Werewolf and Kangaroos should be easy enough, even if it's a harder fight. Maybe not, this team just stinks, I guess. There's a bunch of health potions. Should be in the clear now, I hope. Still lost another dude. Dang. Maki, I mentioned this rock as being important, but I'm gonna pick it up. Ranger Mantis Shrimp. Without our pad helmet available right now, this might actually be the easier fight. This might be where we die. We're missing 34 dudes, and we're facing a polar bear and 12 crocodiles. Polar bear's no joke, so... I think this is the end. We can do this, I guess. Sure. Not really gonna help that much. Meteors are kind of lame. We're losing so many dudes this round. Even if we do live through this, it's over. And we're not living through this, no way. Yeah, polar bear is kind of brutal. Polar bears could end runs if they're going kind of like lame like that one was. So, I guess that's what I get for being more experimental. Asian dude, Franken dude, barely pick them. And they really did not sell me on picking them in the future either. I think both these guys, if I was doing a tier list, I'd put in like B, C tier. So, maybe even that high is... I don't know, like, I think I have the agent, like, say, Franken dude like B. Like mediocre supports. Combo 2 mediocre supports together. Team just falls over maybe. Contemplating if I want to do another run. Went from 9-4 to 9-6. Not great. Raise that's like a 60% win rate right now. Right, 9 out of 15, 3 out of 5. I think I'm just gonna raid somebody. I mean, there's like nobody watching right now, but sure, we'll still raid. Why not? So let's find somebody's playing the same game. How many dudes? Well, let's see if there's someone I follow who's streaming something. Nobody I really want to raid. No one I'm like friends with pretty much. So, I think I'm just gonna end stream there actually. So I'll catch you guys later. Might be back with the evening stream after I eat dinner. We'll see. So thanks for everybody who tuned in. Catch you guys later.